Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So obviously we got a couple of new things going on here today. One, just got back from the eye doctor, got the new glasses. We're trying something different. If you got to roast away, let it all out, get all the comments out in this video. This is what we're going to be rocking with. Also, as you can see, I got the G2 jersey on today. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the G2 United States jersey. They just recently put out like these, I don't know, nations jerseys or whatever you want to call it. So I can show, the EU, the LEC represent a little bit, but still have, the USA. I think these were a really cool idea. I had to pick one up, but that's what we got going on. Also, we're talking about big news out of the LCS today. As you guys can see up on the screen, finally an LCS story. LEC's been dominating the news, dominating the headlines. Evil Geniuses tweeted out about an hour ago. I was at the eye doctor, couldn't be right on top of the story, but thank you Deftly for the banger games. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about what this move means, who his replacement's going to be, what it means for the rest of the Evil Geniuses roster lineup, and what maybe it even means for the rest of the LCS. But before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, if you guys have not already, please take a second and smash that like button. I would appreciate it so much. Really does help me out the YouTube algorithm, getting my videos, content, channel out to more and more people. The more likes we get, the more views we're going to get, the more we're going to grow. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. Also subscribe to stay up to date on my latest content so you guys don't miss out on anything we got going on in the future. LEC, LCS, offseasons, MSI, summer splits right around the corner, all that great stuff. Tons of awesome videos. You guys know what it is. With that being said, here we go. Talking about, obviously, Evil Geniuses. Deftly. This is not surprising to me. I don't think hardly anyone is going to say, wow, I'm shocked Deftly's getting replaced. I was honestly pretty surprised in the first place in the spring split that Deftly even got a starting spot in the LCS. I was surprised Evil Geniuses was going with this move because they went out and got Impact. They still had Jizuke. They have Svenskeren, Ignar, a team of like veterans who, if you're going to spend the money on like an Impact, you're going to spend the money on a veteran team, you seem like you're a team that's probably trying to go to Worlds in the short term, probably trying to make some moves, be one of the higher ranking teams in the LCS. But then going to the guy like Deftly at AD carry, who, yeah, some might say he's like some young talent that you're maybe developing a little bit, but we've already seen Deftly before. He's already been around. He's not really a new, young up-and-comer. So not only are you not building for the future necessarily, maybe, but you also weren't, getting a super great piece as an AD carry to have short-term success. So to me, it was a super weird move. Didn't seem like a great long-term or short-term move. But honestly, this regular season definitely kind of surprised me in some ways. Was he good? No. Was he great? No. Was he kind of just meh most of the time? Yeah, but he honestly looked a little bit better than I thought he was going to. Early in the season, I was really thinking he was just going to be straight up terrible, and I thought Evil Genius was really going to be regretting this decision. And in the end, I don't think they really regret it. I still think it was a weird move, a weird decision, but I think Deftly had a fine split. I think he surprised some people. I think he had some decent games. Overall, was he good? No, but I don't know. Cheap move, did what they needed him to do, I'm sure. There are not a lot of great AD carry options out there necessarily that were going to be cheap or like, realistic moves for Evil Geniuses. But they had Deftly, whatever. Headed into the next offseason, I know there were a lot of people calling for maybe some changes on Evil Geniuses, maybe for Deftly. Deftly is obviously the easiest guy kind of here to change. And Evil Geniuses, they came up short. They finished in 5th place, and then 5th place in the playoffs, I do believe, as well. And other teams are making some moves. 100 Thieves, who they were close to, that's the 4th place team. If they want to get top 3, they're going to have to jump over the 4th place team, jump over the 3rd place team. And 100 Thieves went out and got better. They're distancing themselves from Evil Geniuses. So now Evil Geniuses is in this weird position where they're probably not going to Worlds this year. They're, probably, most likely. So the short term, their kind of plans for the summer split seem kind of futile. So maybe they should build towards the future a little bit. Maybe they should start going a little bit younger. Instead of having 4.5 veterans or whatever, maybe they need to start making some moves. And I know previously we had talked about the rumor out there right now that they could potentially be kicking Ignar and maybe going with a new young support, whether it be a North American young support, whether it be a European Regional League support, somebody like Plasma, something like that. That is a rumor that's floating around there. But obviously the first move that did come out is thank you, Deftly. Deftly is going to be gone. Maybe they're changing up the whole bot lane. Maybe not. Maybe they're bringing in a new young AD carry to play with Ignar. But the news is, as far as a replacement for the AD carry, we do know they tweeted out, climbing the ranks as an accelerated pace, EG Danny will be our first promoted player from Prodigies to the LCS as our starting AD carry, #LiveEvil. Get to know Danny and hear more from Peter Dunn about the change. So we can watch this video, see what Evil Geniuses, see what Peter Dunn, and see what Danny has to say about this new move. Hopefully it should be, insightful.
Since I can do this now, it feels very surreal to me. I'm a part of Evil Geniuses now.
He definitely, like I said, has the personality and the skills to be a success.
It feels special because not a lot of people get to play on the LCS stage.
He's a player that has impressed a lot of the other veterans that we have. And I think that even people that have seen him in Proving Grounds have maybe not seen the true potential that this player has.
To get to LCS and then eventually maybe go to Worlds with my LCS team. That would be my very happy goal.
We'll see about Worlds.
They're now looking for the 1v5 angle. Pops the play. Well, there's the ultimate.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they all just died.
My name's Danny. I was the previous AD carry for Evil Genius Prodigies, and I'm the new AD carry for Evil Genius's LCS team.
This is EG on the defensive. Ooh, the hero story. This game is written in the stars.
Twitter videos are always low
Very
quality.
excited to introduce Danny for next split. He's very aggressive, very in-your-face type of player. Team fights extremely well at a very high level, and this is one of the big reasons that we've chosen to promote him now.
Because it's the Shiro show. He flashes on forward, pops the Gale Force, takes.
That is a big thing to note here. Danny was previously known as Shiro. So if any of you know who Shiro is or was or whatever, that is Danny now. Same person, same player, just a new name.
Down in a 1v2 situation.
That's going to be really exciting to play with my teammate. I'm specifically really excited to play with Pact and Ignar. I think those are like the two players I looked up to the most during my competitive career. They're definitely two people that I really idolize.
I believe he can help the team in our Pursuit of Worlds in 2021 and hopefully many, many years to come.
Thank you guys for your support, and I hope that whatever show that I put on, that you guys enjoy a lot. Live evil.
So that is Danny. Obviously, a lot of people in the video had some high praise for him. Peter Dunn talking about how he's a very aggressive in-your-face player, how he's a great team fighter. A lot of good things to hear, and that's awesome. Also, he did talk about how he's really excited to play with Impact and Ignar. So maybe that means that Ignar is confirmed to be staying. I wouldn't say necessarily, because obviously I don't think Danny has any idea what's going on behind the scenes or who they're shopping, who they're keeping, who they're in talks with, whatever. Yeah, Evil Geniuses could have edited that part out if they saw a problem with it. But, I mean, as of now, Ignar's under contract. He's expected to be the support. But that doesn't mean something couldn't still change. And I don't think it would be that weird if something did change still at this point in time either. So I wouldn't read too much into that, but still was interesting. Obviously, Peter Dunn saying he thinks they can help their pursuit in 2021 and into the future. I think this is much more of a future-orientated move, because the big thing here is that Danny, I don't know if we can see it on his overview, yes, is 17 years old, born in 2003. That is crazy. We are all so old, but he's a 17-year-old AD carry, and yes, he was going straight from Evil Genius's Prodigy, which I believe is not, or I'm pretty sure is not even Evil Genius's Academy. I'm pretty sure they have 3 teams, so he's going from the 3rd team straight to the LCS team, which is obviously a big jump. We'll see how he's able to make that jump, but I love seeing, you know, people taking a chance on like a 17-year-old player. If a guy is that young and has promise and potential and talent, get him into the LCS, get him playing games, get him going, get him developing, because that is definitely what North America needs, is some of those young, I love Evil Genius's Prodigies being named, because we need those young prodigies to be the next era of talent, to replace the Doublets, the Bjergsons, those kind of guys. So being able to take a chance on a 17-year-old guy like this is absolutely awesome, and I think Evil Geniuses is a great time for them. Again, they're not expected to go to World, so even if Danny comes in and he sucks, and he makes the team so much worse, and they'd be way better off with Deftly, that's fine, because they probably weren't getting top 3 anyway. And if you're not getting top 3, who cares if you're 4th, if you're 6th, 7th, 8th, you know, the 8 teams make the playoffs. Making the playoffs isn't even a big deal. Who cares if you're building towards something successful in the future, which I think Danny could be. Again, he's excited to play with Ignar, he's excited to play with Impact. He's on a team that is filled with veteran talent that should hopefully be able to help him. It could be a little bit intimidating, you know, being the one young guy around a ton of veterans, a ton of people who've had a ton of success in their career. Impact, Sven Skaren, even Jizuke's gone to Worlds and done well. Ignar's gone to Worlds and done well. You know, it can be a little bit intimidating. It can be crazy, but also they have a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of teaching, coaching. They all know how to win, how to succeed at really the very highest level, even internationally. And that could potentially be awesome for a 17-year-old to be around, to be practicing with, learning with every single day. And if he has the skills, the potential, the talent, and he's in a great position to succeed on a pretty good team, you know, this isn't a rookie getting a shot at Golden Guardians. This is a rookie getting a shot at the 5th place team in the LCS. This is, a top half team in the LCS. This is overall pretty stacked. You get to play with all the guys I was just talking about. This could end up being a really, really big and pivotal moment in Danny's career. As far as the stats and everything, in his last year, or I guess 6 months or 5 months with Evil Genius's Prodigies, he's had some interesting runs. 6.52 KDA here, 6 KDA in this tournament, 8.1. All kinds of different leagues, playoffs, tournaments. This was in 2 games. He had a .67 in the big league season 4 playoffs. 5.72 KDA, 5. He didn't do great in Proving Grounds. This was 11 games where he overall had a 2.29 KDA, but his team went 4-7, so it's tough to read too much into that. And again, he had just barely turned 17 years old when this, like when 2021 started. Obviously, he was born in December. So a very young player, has a ton of room to grow, a ton of potential, a ton of talent. Peter Dunn seems hyped up and excited. And I think this could be something here. Again, I don't expect this to help him in 2021. It probably even makes him worse in 2021. But I don't think 2021 matters. So really, overall, I love this move. I don't even know how good Danny's going to be, how good he could be, anything like that. But just the fact that they're taking a chance on a young guy that's showing potential, promise, and talent, I think is a step in the right direction for North American teams, especially any teams outside of the top 3, any teams that aren't going to Worlds. So kudos to Evil Genius for making this big move. Deftly's gone. Danny's coming in. It's a big story coming out of the LCS. How will it work out for Evil Geniuses? I don't know. We'll find out. And is this the start of a bunch of dominoes falling in the LCS? I hope so. Is this the start of a bunch of dominoes falling for Evil Geniuses? I don't know. We'll see. There is some rumors going around, but nothing else has been confirmed yet. But this is confirmed, from Evil Geniuses themselves. Deftly's gone. Danny's coming in, and it should be interesting. But that is pretty much it for this video today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I'd appreciate it a ton if you did drop a like. That would be absolutely awesome. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about EG Danny? What do you think about kicking Deftly? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!